What if I told you Star Trek Discovery was actually sued over the Spore drive? Not rumors, not fan theories, a real lawsuit filed in federal court claiming Discovery, Alex Kurtzman, copied a game. And once you see the similarities, you'll understand why this blew up. Little fishy, Alex. Back in 2017, right after Star Trek Discovery launched, an indie developer named Anis Abdin came forward and said, "Hold on, this looks a lot like my game." That game was called Tardigrades. And this just wasn't a tweet or a complaint. This was an actual lawsuit filed against CBS and Netflix. Abdin's game featured a giant tardigrade-like creature used to navigate space, connected to some kind of biological space travel system. Interesting. Now think about Discovery Season 1. A giant tardigrade creature, used to navigate space, powering the Spore drive. Wow. All right, Alex. Kurtzman. That's a pretty specific overlap, wouldn't you say? And that's exactly what the lawsuit focused on. If you put the two beside one another, this is what you got. A microscopic organism blown up to a massive giant size, acting as a key to interstellar space travel, tied into a biological navigation system. So the question becomes, did Star Trek actually copy this idea? Here's where things shift. Because in copyright law, there's a huge distinction. You can't copyright ideas. You can only copyright specific expressions of those ideas. So things like space travel using biology, can't copyright that. Alien creatures helping navigate space, can't copyright that either. Even something like a network connecting the universe, can't be copyrighted. Those are considered general sci-fi concepts. And here's another key point. Tardigrades are real. Yes, they are. These are microscopic organisms that can survive extreme radiation, can live in space, and have been studied for years before Discovery was even made. So the court looked at all of this and basically said, yes, there are similarities, but they're built on unprotected ideas. The lawsuit was dismissed. So legally, Star Trek and Alex Kurtzman did not steal this idea. However, as we all look as fans, it appears that big money has won again. It sounds identical to me. What about you? Let me know in the comments. Did Alex Kurtzman steal the Spore Drive idea from a video game developer? Seems kind of sus.